Good morning. It's Lisa with Lisa Heal Yourself, and it is an absolutely glorious day outside. It's cool and cold, and the wind is blowing, but the sun is shining. So today we are going to talk about manifestation, and we're going to do that over lunch. Good morning. It's Lisa with Lisa Heal Yourself, and today I was just making myself a little lunch snack, and I thought I'd pop on here to talk to you guys about manifestation. So, the reason why I'm making my lunch as I'm talking to you is because it dawned on me that today I was putting things on my little plate and getting things out of the fridge that made me happy, that make me happy, that I feel are nutritious, wholesome, but also that make me happy, and just letting go of food restrictions. So I have some macadamia nuts here. I'm not a lot, but I'm going to be putting them on my plate. They make me happy. I have some walnuts, again, wholesome food, which I'm going to be adding to my plate. And I'm going to be cutting up some cheese today, and that's what prompted me to make this video. It's like I used to be deathly afraid of cheese and dairy, like deathly afraid of it. Like I didn't eat it for almost 8 years. Okay, this is a grass-fed Kerrygold cheese, and I'm just gonna cut a few slices because it tastes good and I love it, and it reminds me of my childhood, and it reminds me of feeling free and like happy. So this is kind of a ketogenic plate, but I'm also not gonna worry too much about the rules. Okay, so I've got my cheese. I'm going to take some prosciutto, Italian prosciutto, and I'm just gonna wrap my cheese. Why? Because I love it and I'm not gonna worry about it. And here's the thing, guys, when you're manifesting health, yes, you wanna be doing things like if this terrifies you, then this isn't the thing to do. But also if you're not enjoying your life and you're not enjoying your foods, you're coming from a place of lack. You're manifesting from a place of fear, and that's never going to heal you. So you have to manifest from a place of happiness and peace and joy. And I get it. Most of us can't feel that way when we're suffering with chronic illness because it's not available to us. But we have to try to make it available to us. We have to try. Because if we don't come from a place of happiness, joy, peace, ease, health, which are all the states of health, right? If we're not coming from this, sorry, I'm just gonna drizzle olive oil on my cheese, on my olives, my macadamia nuts, and I'm gonna throw in some basil just from my garden onto the plate here, making a wonderful little platter. And that tastes so good, right? I used to be afraid of cherry tomatoes, but it's terrible. Like it is not in alignment to be so afraid. I'm gonna throw a few cherry tomatoes on my plate here. It just, at a point, I realized that when I stopped being afraid of my food, I wasn't in lack anymore. I was abundance, and I was bringing the energy of joy, health, healing onto my plate, into my life. So there we have it, cheese and tomatoes. We have nightshades and dairy, the two things I stayed away from. But this is still a healthy platter. This is still a great snack. And it makes me feel happy. I'm not worried about it anymore. Now, if I was terrified of this plate, then I shouldn't eat it. But if I'm only eating foods I don't like and avoiding foods that make me really feel good, then I'm not doing myself a favor either, because I'm not manifesting what I want. Okay. All right, so here's some strawberries from the farmer's market. Again, I used to be so careful, like, oh my God, too many berries are gonna kick me out of ketosis. Fruit is gonna kick me out of ketosis. Well, guess what? It makes me happy, so I'm doing it. I'm gonna add some organic coconut whipping cream to the top, just like that. And a couple of drops of this lemon stevia on top of the whipping cream that I'm gonna kind of mash in as kind of like a strawberries and cream snack here. It's absolutely delicious. It makes me feel so decadent to be having cream, berries. It's a low carb snack, but it makes me feel good. So I'm bringing the energy of health. Okay, next I'm gonna take some mixed berries. Again, in the past I would be like, oh my God, this is gonna knock me out of ketosis. Well, guess what? It's summer. And these berries are full of antioxidants. They're blackberries, blueberries, strawberries. I love it. They're frozen. They're organic. I'm going to add in some mint that I picked from my garden. Okay, I'm gonna add in some ice. And then I'm going to crush this up in my Vitamix. So let's come on over here. You just have to feel good about what you're drinking, what you're doing, like summery, feeling light, feeling happy. What makes you feel happy? Okay, so it doesn't have to be all blended because what I'm gonna do with this is get a fancy glass. Okay, so just a little fancy no stem wine glass. The key is it's whatever makes you feel fancy, whatever makes you feel good, whatever just lightens your heart. Now I'm just gonna like put all of these crushed berries into this glass, and I can save some that can go in another glass. So for example, these are all my crushed mixed berries. Now I am going to pour some sparkling water over this. Okay, so here is some sparkling carbonated spring water, which I am just going to pour over the top because, hey, it's summer and this makes me feel festive. It makes me feel fun. It makes me feel like I'm participating in life. It doesn't have to be alcohol. It just makes me feel good. Okay, so I've got my main plate here. I've got my berries and cream. I've got my festive fruit drink. And the final piece of this is now taking it somewhere and sitting with a magazine or a book, enjoying beautiful scenery and eating it outside in enjoyment, in peace, in health, in happiness, joy, ease, gratitude, all the feelings, even if there's symptoms, even if there's other things going on. The focus is on the gratitude for the bite. The focus is on the happiness and the joy that some of this brings me. You forget the rest. You basically, if you have things you don't want to look at, you turn your head and you look at the things that you do want to look at. When you're in the state of happiness, joy, ease, that is when you can manifest more of it. You can't manifest it when you're looking at symptoms, when you're looking at unhealth, when you're looking at all the things that you don't want. You're in lack. You have to, even if you have it, you have to find things that make you happy. Find things that are going to make you feel good, the experience, the tangible things with our senses, what we choose to look at, where we choose to sit. Can I find a little spot in the sunshine? Let's go see. Okay, so the sun is at the front of my house in early morning, kind of heading into 12. It doesn't get into my backyard where the lake is and the beautiful view is until close to 1:30, 2 o'clock. So I am just gonna sit out here on my front stoop. Even though there's construction down the street, it doesn't matter. I can sit here. I can sit just by my door, in and amongst the flowers, letting the sun hit me. And so even though there's a woman cutting her grass across the street from me, even though someone's pouring concrete on their driveway, it doesn't matter to me. What matters to me is that I can feel the sun. I sit back and I can just feel it on my body. I can look at the beautiful flowers that I have here. I have a whole bunch of lavender out to the side I can look at. So it's what you place your focus on. I'm not focused on the woman cutting the grass. I'm not focused on the concrete being poured. I'm focused on the flowers. I'm focused on the bed of lavender. I'm focused on the hydrangeas. I'm focused on the things that matter. I'm focused on the sun. I'm focused on sitting in this little cozy nook, because it's so windy out back right now. It's such a windy day, and it's shady back there, so it's cold and windy. But here I'm protected with my wonderful drink, with my amazing strawberries and cream, and with my delicious snack platter for lunch that I'm just gonna thoroughly enjoy. Just sit here. I'm gonna listen to something I love, or I'm just gonna sit in peace and feel gratitude, feel joy, try to feel happy for the little things. This is when you can put yourself in the feeling state, then you can attract the health that you want. Not only can I think about the delicious taste and texture of everything around me and the sunshine on my face, but I can think about my kids. I can future create here. I can think about past memories I enjoyed. I can think about all the wonderful things I want to do this summer. When I came in to go to the washroom, I looked outside and I noticed that the sun was farther down in my backyard, not off my back deck, but on this rocking chair in the beautiful sun, so I decided to bring it out here. But I could enjoy myself anywhere. But right now, this is a beautiful spot, the rocking chair, looking out at the water, and I'm just going to simply enjoy myself. Remembering to use all my 5 senses. Right? The feeling, connecting to the environment, the sounds, the taste, what I'm hearing, the vibrant colors, just letting it all, focusing on the good of it all. Okay, you guys, I've just finished my snack platter and my berry ball, and it was delicious, and the sun was amazing. But rather than clean up so quickly, rather than bring this up to the house right away and just be done with this lovely moment, try to think, how can I linger? How can I create even more sensory bits of ease and happiness and joy and peace and just feeling good? Even if I can't feel it with, the symptoms that I may have, how can I bring in the goodness? Where can I find it? And so you may not be living in a spot that has a beautiful lake that you can walk down to and put your feet in. But you can get a bowl of water and put your feet in a bowl of water. I'm just gonna turn my camera around here. Okay, so that you can see what I'm seeing. I'm gonna walk down my staircase and we're gonna go towards the water. But if I don't have water, I could get a bucket of water and put my feet in them. I can just stand barefooted on my lawn. It doesn't have to be a lawn near the water. It can be a lawn anywhere. I can stop to watch a butterfly. See that white butterfly? There he is. I'll fly in a minute. Let's walk toward him. Just finding the little bits of happiness. There he is. A flying butterfly. What's better? Listening to the sound of the waves. If you don't have waves, listening to the sounds of the birds. Just listen to that. Feeling the sensory experience. Again, you want to feel this experience. Feeling the grass on your feet. Just grounding into this beautiful earth. Looking up to the sky and just letting the sun hit your face. It doesn't have to be anything special. You don't have to be anywhere special. You can enjoy this right here, wherever you are. You can enjoy the simple pleasures of life, the simple pleasures of summer, the sun hitting your face, the sounds of the birds. I mean, the taste of your food, feeling gratitude that you're alive, gratitude that you can move, gratitude for anything, gratitude that you can try to think a happier thought. Right? Gratitude that you can think something better. Gratitude that you can choose to put your energy over here and your focus over here instead of over here. So I don't know if you'll be able to hear me with the wind, so I'm just gonna turn this around and take your own sensory moment here. Imagine you're here with me. Imagine you're walking now onto the sand, onto these rocks. Imagine you're letting your bare feet touch the rocks of the earth. Imagine looking out at these beautiful waves. Just imagine. You can choose to focus on what you're feeling that you don't like, or you can choose to give yourself a feeling that you do like. You can choose to just look and feel the little things. Up a rock. Feel the smooth feeling of a rock in your hand. It's amazing, really. We can feel these rocks. We can feel the sensory experience. We can feel the sand. We can feel the sea. We can feel the ocean. Or we can just, like I said, go out on our balconies or out on our little decks and look at a potted plant. You can put a flavor in your mouth that you enjoy. Right? It can still be healthy. You can just take in the simple pleasures of life. But you must feel happiness. You must feel joy. You must feel ease. You must feel the feelings of health, or you can't manifest it. So even if you're faking it a bit, even if you are like, you know something else is here that you don't want, but don't just relish in it. Don't sit in it. Don't fall down into the pit of despair in it. Put your mind on something else. Focus on something else. Take a rock, hold it in your hand. Close your eyes, look up at the sun. Put your hand on your heart. Breathe deep. Turn on a funny show. Read an interesting book. Flip through a magazine of something that of vacations or something that you do want in your future life, homes or cottages or whatever it is. Just put yourself in that feeling of like, I want this more. This is what I prefer. Think what you prefer, feel what you prefer, look at what you prefer, eat what you prefer. This is what I prefer. The healed version of me, the healthy version of me prefers to sit on a lawn chair, close my eyes and let the sun hit my face, and then read a magazine about nothing, not even about health, maybe architecture or birds or anything that makes you feel healthy and vibrant and alive and something that your healed self would do. Do that now. Put your focus there now. Right? I'm gonna come sit back down here before I clean up and have my drink. Just meditate. Just close your eyes and meditate. Focus on anything, a memory of the past that feels good, or visualization of the future that feels better, or anything in the present moment that just feels more like the state that you want to create. When we can feel more like the state that we want to create, then we can manifest it. We can't manifest when we're in lack. We can only manifest what we're envisioning, what we're trying to feel. We're always manifesting. Right? We are always manifesting. It's not like you're trying to manifest. You are always manifesting. If you're sitting in negative emotions, if you're sitting in lack, if you're sitting in illness, you're just manifesting more of that because that's where your attention is. That's where your focus is. That's the vibration that you're sitting in. So the work, the dichotomy of it is to flip that, to try to feel the state that you want to feel, to try to think of the things you want to think about, to make a different choice. Your imagination, you can do anything in your imagination, and you're always manifesting. So start to manifest, start to make conscious choices that bring the manifestation to you, because you're choosing better thoughts, better environments, better emotions, better uses of your time, your thoughts, like your energies. Put these in a happy, joyful, and I know some of you can't. I know when you are really suffering, it's impossible. But instead of falling down crying and saying, I am never going to heal, you can grab onto a rock, close your eyes and feel the beauty of the sun and think, oh, that feels good. That feels good. If you try to put yourself in a state continually that feels good, or at least feels better, even just a little bit better, even just baby stepping it better, you will start to get into the alignment of better. You will start to get into the alignment of good. Then you will start to manifest more of that. So I hope that this video has been helpful. I certainly enjoyed having lunch with you today. I'm just going to turn this around, give you one more beautiful view as you manifest, something close to ease and beauty and joy and health and gratitude and creativity and happiness, because that is what health is. Health is feeling good. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next one.